I'm gonna walk you through putting on tire chains. This is a set of triples. One of the first things you need to figure out is which way you're gonna drive onto your chain. For me, it's easier for me to chain up my back axle because I have a fender in the way, giving me less clearance to work on my front axle. I'll save that for if I absolutely need to, just because of ease of chaining up. Because I'm gonna be backing onto my tire chains, I'm gonna want my boomers on the front side. My tails will be on the back because I'm gonna wanna back on, and I want my boomers to be about right here. So you start with your tire chains folded in half. This is a set of triples. You want the spikes to end up on the outside of your tire. The next thing that I wanna do is pick up my chains accordingly so that my boomers are left right about ground height, maybe a little bit on the ground. You can see, I prefer to have them just about right lifted off the ground. What that does is it ensures that you have enough tail on this side. So now that you've draped your tire chains over the outside dual, you'll pick up the other part and you'll flip it over the inside dual. You want to make sure everything's squared up, everything's looking good. So what I do then, so then I take the remaining tail and I throw it underneath the rest of the tire. You want to make sure it's not under the tire, otherwise when you back onto it, it'll screw you right up and it won't be even and you won't be able to tighten them enough. So I have them out to the outside. When I back onto my tire chains, I want to stop with these boomers about right here. It's gonna make it easier for me to work. You'll use gravity to tighten my chains up. A couple ways to do that is you can watch in your rearview mirror if you can see your boomer and stop when it's here, or you can estimate how far you back up. Another thing you can do is watch the ground from your driver's side, and you could place an object 2 feet back that you'd want to stop at, or just watch the ground and estimate how far you've moved. When you tighten up your chains, you always want to start with the center axle first. Then you do the inside tail, and then you finish with the outside tail. You do that first because the inside tail is the most difficult to work with. The outside tail, you can do all the fine tuning, get the last links, and get it tighter if you need to with more space. So I pick up my inside rail. Because it's a little long, I hook my first link to my hook, and then from there, I lift it up to figure out where the appropriate tightness should be. You want to have it so it's going to be tight, but it gives you enough free play to work on the other side. If you do it too tight, sometimes you won't be able to hook the other side up. So you meet in the middle. So I have my center hook linked. Now I'm going to do the inside. My inside is now hooked up. I'm going to finish with the outside. So to demonstrate how to snug your chains up, when you pick it up, you want to lift up the other cross rails to make sure there is no slack there. Then when you hook up your boomer, pull it tight, find the link that you think you're going to be able to tighten, put your boomer through, take your extra tail chain and hook the link onto your boomer. That's going to stop it from flipping around and hitting things, taking your fenders out, and lift it up onto that link. One secret that I have is I have a spare boomer that I use, and I use this as a tool for tightening.